Pawtuckaway State Park Encounter. Pawtuckaway State Park is a beautiful 5,000-acre preserve in New Hampshire. It is also home to numerous Bigfoot reports. This report comes from Brandon, who, as a teenager, encountered a possible Bigfoot while in Pawtuckaway Park. As a kid, I grew up in Hampstead, New Hampshire. My family used to camp at Pawtuckaway State Park 3 or 4 times every summer. I covered a lot of ground on my bicycle in the park back in the mid-'80s. The park was pretty quiet midweek, so my brother and I would explore, mostly around the picnic areas close to the lake. On this day, I was by myself. I was riding my bike around the picnic area lot. I rode out to the asphalt road, crossed over the road, and rode my bike down what looked like an old forest road. From looking at the map online, it looks like a hiking trail now. Back in the 80s, it wasn't marked as such. Being a curious 12 to 13-year-old, I figured I would see what was down there on that old dirt road. This is when things got kind of strange. I rode for a good distance, stopped maybe a quarter mile in, and took a break, looked around. I got a real strange feeling, felt pretty scared. I wasn't really sure why. On one side of the trail it went up a hill. I didn't really see anything, but then I saw something move and heard something in the leaves. I decided it was time to go and was afraid it was a ranger, and I was going to get yelled at for being out there. So I headed back towards the camp as fast as I could. I was pedaling so fast, whatever it was following me. I could hear it crashing through the trees. At that point I knew it wasn't a ranger, but then worried it was a black bear. I stopped once to catch my breath, and it stopped. When I started moving again, so did it. I didn't know what was following me and didn't look back again. I got to the road, turned left, and headed back to our campsite. At the time, I am not sure if I knew what Bigfoot was, but over the years I found the subject interesting. Recently, the memories of that day came back to me. Out of curiosity, I searched for Pawtuckaway Bigfoot sightings, and your website popped up. Surprisingly, others had encounters in that park. I'm not saying I saw anything that day, but my fight or flight sense kicked in. I am now almost 50 years old and can remember that day like it was yesterday. I had nightmares for years afterwards. Sorry for the long message, but for people in the area, I thought this story might be interesting. We at the Crypto Crew thank Brandon for sharing his experience with us. If anyone else has an encounter or a possible Bigfoot sighting while in Pawtuckaway State Park, then please let us know. For the Crypto Crew and Crypto Watch channel, I'm Jason Morse. Make sure to subscribe and click the notifications bell. We'll see you next time.